Hello. John McCarty prepared this script as a member of Uniting for Change, a grassroots self-advocacy network in Georgia who believes that voting is one way we use our voice for change. We're encouraging all Georgians with disabilities to influence change and speak out. We want to support you to better understand the process, to make a plan to ensure you are ready and able to cast your ballot. In this video, we will talk about the support and assistance you may need to vote.
As a self-advocate, it's important to ask for support or clarification when you need. This is a lot of information, and it is challenging for all of us to understand. We all use our friends, our allies, the people we trust to help us understand the voting process. You may want to ask someone who usually supports you to help with your voting plan, or you may want to choose someone just to help around voting. It is your choice, and the person should be someone you trust who will make sure you vote the way you want to. You can ask for help with one part of the process, like getting a ride to go vote, or you can ask for help making your voting decisions.
Voting is important for all of us to be part of our communities and the democratic process. Some of us might need support in order to cast our vote. This support or assistance is called an accommodation, and it means changing a process or a place so that a person can participate. The law requires public places to make these changes so everyone can use them. For voting, this means the place where voting happens is required to have ramps and doorways wide enough for wheelchairs. They must make sure people with hearing and vision impairments can vote privately, and must ensure that people can have the assistance of another person if they want. People who work at polling locations can provide some assistance with casting a ballot, like guiding you to a voting booth, reading a ballot aloud, and demonstrating accessibility features. To find more info, visit the Secretary of State's website at sos.ga.gov and search for Voters with Disabilities. Some people might need support during the voting process, not just on election day. You might need support checking your voter registration, making sure you have a valid ID, deciding on whether to vote by mail or in person. If you're voting by mail, you may need support in requesting a ballot. If you plan to vote in person, you may need support finding the dates and location for early voting, or finding the proper precinct to vote on election day. Another area of support might be ensuring that you have transportation to the polling place, whether you choose to go early or on election day. Some people might need help reading and marking the ballot or understanding the issues and differences between the candidates on the ballot. Supported decision-making can be used to address the need for support that some people have when voting. Supported decision-making is a process that ensures people with disabilities make their own decisions by using trusted supporters and specific tools that work best for them to understand information, explore choices, communicate, and sometimes carry out their decisions. Most people, with or without disabilities, get input and support when making voting decisions or with the voting process. A person with a disability may need more or different support, but their vote should be their own. The person supporting you to vote should help where you need and want the help, but should never tell you who to vote for. The voting supporter you choose is very important. Think about the people who believe in you no matter what, who sees your gifts and presumes you are competent. Who do you know that supports you to be in charge of your life? Anyone you trust and does these things could be a voting supporter. Getting support to choose a candidate does not mean someone else tells you who to vote for. It means helping you understand the information about candidates and knowing what issues they believe are important. Start with discussing what issues are important to you and defining your priorities. Please check out the other videos in this series made by self-advocates on the YouTube channel, or by going to bit.ly/U4C-vote.
Remember, your vote, your voice.
It is your right as a citizen, and it is important that you rise up and speak out. From now through Election Day, voters with disabilities who have election-related issues can call the Georgia Advocacy Office for assistance if you have trouble requesting an absentee ballot or any other voting and disability-related issue.
The number is 1-800-537-2329. Leave your message on the voter hotline and someone will contact you within 2 business days. Stay safe
And happy voting.